Hello and welcome to day 2 in Viva Las Vegas. Not too tired. I was going to say I'm tired, but I'm going to be positive, and I did get about 9 hours of sleep. So, we are on the way right now to Cult Fitness to try it out. I'm not going to film inside the gym day 1. I'll film the outside just to see what it looks like, but I don't have a bag with me, and I really just don't want to be carrying around my camera with me without anywhere to set it down. So we're gonna hope for the best and see how this gym is. It really looks a lot like how I would imagine California looking, but
I mean, we're right next to California.
Man, look at that mountain, dude. That's a pretty cool in the background. But you know, guys, what kills me with this place is every housing development has walls all over it. So it makes you feel a little claustrophobic on these roads because you can't see any of the scenery or houses or anything, but that's all right. Cult Fitness parking lot, actually, with a good bit of stuff like another Smith's grocery store. The gym was great. Unbelievably expensive at $79 for a 7-day pass, but I don't want to say it's worth that, but they had a lot of equipment, and it was really, really good equipment. Some stuff that I haven't seen in years and is usually only at really nice high-end gyms. So great workout, a little bit too hard of a workout for trying to stay low-key. And if you are in this area, it seems like it's a pretty bougie area around here. So I would say, restaurants, grocery stores here compared to where we were going 15 minutes away. The opposite direction seemed to be a lot nicer for whatever that's worth. But we're going to swing by the grocery store again, pick up some stuff we forgot, go home, and get ready to go to the freaking Grand Canyon. Just got back from the grocery store, and for size comparison, that's my average size hand, but this is a allegedly Texas donut that I am about to tank to myself and enjoy. We got some sandwich baggies to have sandwiches on the way to the Grand Canyon. We're going to do the Grand Canyon first. So Grand Canyon West is where we're going, and that's about 2 hours away, 2 hours, 5 minutes from where we're at. And then on the way back, about an hour 20 back towards us is the Hoover Dam. So we're going to go there, and then Hoover Dam. Time, we're splitting the time matrix because you lose an hour you gain an hour in Arizona where the Grand Canyon is, and then you lose an hour coming back. So something like that, but time is going to get a little weird. It's like we're in Interstellar traveling around Arizona and Nevada. You guys probably aren't going to be able to tell on camera over there like everything else this trip, but the ground is the same exact color as the mountains, and it's creating this super bizarre kind of illusionary effect where it almost looks like there's a haze over the bottom of the mountains. It's just super weird, and I think it's just the way that it is, but I can't tell if it's a haze or not. It's just really weird, but in person it looks insane. It's like Martianville, dude. Quick pit stop at the last stop at this super middle of nowhere, I guess, town, if town equated to a few trailers and 2 gas stations. But this is the first time we've seen some life in a minute, so we're gonna go inside, take a piss, and be on our way again. We're about an hour and 14 minutes away from the Grand Canyon West. We did cross over in a Mountain Standard Time, and now we are 1 p.m., even though it's 11:50 p.m. No, it's it's, I don't know. We're an hour later, so it is what it is. We got about 34 minutes left, and it's a long 2-hour drive. Just be prepared for that. It's not a hard drive, it's just very windy, and there's a whole lot of nothing in a desert. So you're gonna be looking at the same stuff for a very long time. But I think it's a little bit of a cool run-up, because I would imagine when you finally get to the Grand Canyon, it's gotta feel pretty cool to see something that you're never gonna see anywhere else in the United States. So the Grand Canyon West is not part of the National Parks Service of the standard parks. It is part of reservation-owned land. So that's how it differs. Not sure if that's the Grand Canyon or just like the canyon right before, but either way, that's pretty breathtaking of a turnaround. We just got onto reservation land. We're about 7 miles from the skywalk, and I'm not exactly sure yet if it is a bus that takes you to the skywalk or if you can just drive right up there, but wow, guys, pretty cool to see. We have arrived. Gonna get our tickets, and it is most definitely a bus ride, I believe, to get to the Grand Canyon. Not sure how much you can film, but I'll film as much as I can.
We're gonna head right up to Eagle Point where the skywalk is for your first stop here today. It takes just a few minutes to get up there.
Whoa, don't do that. Please, wait. Please. Wait. So far, Guano Point, much more insane spot than the Sky Bridge. The gravity is like just wow. We are gonna make our way to that point over there. Huh?
So hopefully it becomes uncontested.
Yeah. planetarium.
There's like a suitcase or something down there. Zoom in on that.
Oh, yeah. We have completed the viewing of the Grand Canyon, and it was incredible. It really was. There's not really many other words to describe it. It's hard to fathom until you see it in person. And I'm not sure how it compares to the South Rim, I think, is what the other side is called, whereas this is the west side. But it was well worth the drive out. I'm not sure that it's, like, I don't want to say it's not worth the money, but it's a little unfortunate how much money you gotta spend to go there. I'm sure there's other overlooks and things you could probably make your way towards, but they definitely capitalize on the fact that it is 2 hours away from Vegas. So it was $78 per ticket to get on a shuttle bus and go to the Sky Bridge at Eagles Point, I think, is the first viewing spot, and then the Guana Point is the other one. So the shuttle takes you to both of those places for $78, and then you get 10 photos. I'll put the photos up if they download correctly over the screen now, so you can see if it is worth the $50 that you got to pay for them. And I was really hoping that they print off physical photos, which is kind of why I paid $50, but it's just digital prints, so you have to actually download those later. So all in all, we're looking at, for one person, over $130 roughly to just go and view the Grand Canyon. So, you know, I mean, I get it, they're capitalizing off of it, but that, it just, you know, doesn't make it as quite as nice. But well worth the drive. We are about an hour and 5 minutes from the Hoover Dam, and we're trying to go into the visitor center. We're going to get there at 3:34, and it closes at 4:15. So we'll have about 45 minutes to do the walkthrough and check that out. So we're checking off two major things off the list of, like, all-time things to see. And it's nice to do it this way, in my opinion, because it splits up the drive home, makes it a little bit better having to only drive an hour and some change, and then only drive another 45 minutes basically back home to the Airbnb.
It's starting to get a little toasty in here again. Bridge is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Just made our way to the Hoover Dam. Whoa, look at this view, guys. Man, that is a view.
Sun.
Yeah, it is melting, and it is a tight, turny road.
Holy cow.
Wow. But
Gotta
we're
remember
hoping that the visitor center is still open. If it's not, we're gonna walk on top of the dam, and then we're gonna go on the Pat Tillman Bridge. The dam museum is closed until spring, so we're just walking the dam, and that's gonna be just as freaking cool. The parking is $10 for anyone that was wondering. All the way down there.
Like all the building materials used in the construction of the dam, this rock came from one of the then 48 states. More precisely,
No, it was
Yeah.
oh, and don't forget to rub the toes of the statue. Local folklore has it that this will bring you good fortune.
touch the toes, he's saying. Whatever that recording is called to rub the toes, I feel like that should be like an only. In the summer. Only two people alive. Get the fuck behind me. That Carpenter's Pennsylvania right there. It's a new one. See the orange?
Yeah. That view is pretty wild. Just don't want to let this camera fall. Does it?
Yeah. Random fact.
Look at that view, guys. Lake Mead, the mountains behind it, and the sun setting over there. Unbelievable. Wow. I'm gonna try to zoom in for you guys just to get a slightly better idea, even though it's not gonna look that good. Wow. I mean, that looks like a movie set. What a surprise. So that was, if you couldn't hear me because of the wind, it was Lake Mead and then whatever mountain range is behind it, and the sun was setting, and I just had to like swerve off the road and we had to take some pictures. But we just went to the Hoover Dam. I don't want to say the dam was underwhelming, okay, because it was still, it's one of the wonders of the world, still cool to see. The bridge, the Pat Tillman Bridge, made the whole thing worth it. It's worth making the trip from Vegas to the Hoover Dam just to go on that bridge and see it from the top. It really puts it into perspective. The bridge, other than the bridge, standing down at the dam itself over the top, it's just kind of hard to take it as anything other than a normal dam. Obviously, it's a lot larger than other dams, there's a lot that goes into the manufacture of it, but you know, I don't know. Also, we messed it up because we just came from the Grand freaking Canyon, so it's hard to it's hard to top the Grand Canyon. But right next to the Hoover Dam is Boulder City and a monster museum. So we are 5 minutes away from the Monster Museum. We're gonna go there, and then it's 20 minutes back to the Airbnb.
Wait.
No flash, no flash, no flash.
No worries, no worries.
Glad I checked.
All right.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
This is the fun shit that, like, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta. People will get too caught up in thinking they're too cool for shit like this, you know?
Yeah. That's the original The Mummy from way back, dude.
Cash.
An impressive amount of Jason stuff. Hellraiser. Nice. Oh, the cool,
The laser?
yeah, from his
Yeah.
thing. Guys, one of my favorite movies of all time, right here. They Live. The best. Truly one of my favorite movies of all time. Then we got Predator. This museum so far is a must visit. Absolute must visit, for sure. And nothing jumps out at you. I'm not a fan at all of haunted houses. I hate when shit's jumping out at me, but this is a super cool museum. Very cool.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah,
I think that is what that is.
You can't escape it.
Is that Planet of the Apes?
Uh,
The Exorcist?
it is Planet.
Creep Show, that was one of my grandma's favorite, like, of all time.
So this is a hammer that I made for, it kills Ryan's character, and he gets the claw.
We just went to this trading post here across the way from the monster store. Unfortunately, it says liquidation sale, so I don't know if they're going out of sale or going out of business or not, but really nice store, one to go to. So far, Boulder City, awesome. I would stay here in a heartbeat. Just seems like a cool little place, and the view of Lake Mead has to be insane at any time of the day. So we're gonna head back, maybe get some hibachi tonight. Originally, guys, we were gonna go to Benihana because that was all that was showing, but then we found Oja, maybe? How you pronounce it? I don't know. But this steakhouse, Japanese restaurant, hibachi sort of deal. We just got done eating at the hibachi place. I would rate it, I got the filet, I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. Harsh rating. It was very good, hit the spot perfectly. But the steak could have used a little bit more flavor, just a tiny bit. It was cooked perfectly. Again, it hit the spot. It was just not like, wouldn't be like 10 out of 10 best hibachi I've ever had. in my life, but it was very good. The other thing to remember with this is the portion sizes were definitely a little tiny, so that's not what you're used to usually with hibachi, so definitely order an extra side or something like that. But overall, great restaurant, would recommend. But I am going to end this vlog now. Day 2 in Vegas. What just an incredible day, start to finish. Tomorrow begins SHOT Show. I'm so unbelievably nervous for that. There are going to be interviews for SHOT Show on Firearm Freedom, the main channel. I'll still have a vlog of SHOT Show, but primarily the interviews are going to be happening tomorrow. So we're going to go to sleep, wake up early, go to the gym before SHOT, and hope for the best. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. As always, stay tuned for more great content coming soon.